Can you talk about your practice schedule and the discipline in your formative years that your gurus put you through? And what did it really take for you to get to this point?
Yeah, that's such an important part of any artist's growth, the practice schedule, right? So I'm going to start by going back to my childhood and my youth, growing up days. How did I practice? Well, to begin with, we used to show up for classes 3, 4 days a week. So
Mm,
that was already a big commitment, after school, after college, or before. Sometimes my master would say 7 a.m. class, and then 7 to 8:30, and then I would run to college at 9 a.m. or something, right? So no questions asked. If teacher tells you you show up at a certain time, now I feel like students are just like, I have this, I have soccer practice, I have a birthday party. And I'm like, Jesus, it's just so different the way, we have to deal with the youngsters today. So anyway, my practice was a lot of it just happened at my teacher's home. And
hmm
then when we have performances, of course, my teacher would say you have to practice daily. So either we do daily, like if I have a performance coming up, say in a month, the month leading into it, we have to practice every single day. It can be I do it at home or I go to my teacher's house and then she will call all of us and she'll have group practices. So that was how it was. And then same thing with whether it's a music performance or a dance performance. Regularly practicing was, I feel like we never thought about it. It just happened organically.
mm, mm,
So I didn't have to put it in my calendar because it was just one of those. Now I'm thinking back, how did I even manage without now we are looking at our calendars and putting everything. It just happened, we didn't think too much. And then once I moved here to the US, things started to get a little bit more challenging because when I moved here, I was also having a day job. So in
hmm
addition to running the dance school and teaching and performing, I had a day job for a few years. So that takes away the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So you're only left with weekday evenings and weekends. And already I'm, young children, I'm raising a family. So trying to juggle and balance all of that became it's just like, push for everything. However, that's when I felt like, okay, I have to put a calendar for my practice schedule. Otherwise,
mm,
I'm going to lose the flow of it. Then, of course, once we have a performance, the same what had been ingrained by my teachers that 1 month before your show, at least a month before, you have to start a daily practice. So that I would definitely do it. And besides that, when I teach, I love to just get up and perform. Okay, I don't know about other
mm,
teachers. Some teachers sit and just show the actions and make the students, but I feel like I get my practice when I get up and dance with my students when I'm
mm,
teaching. And then after class, after I've taught for maybe 2 or 3 hours and the students have gone, I'm still in that zone. I feel like, okay, I'm just going to just play some of my songs and practice. When you're warmed up and you're in the zone and you don't want to wait for another time, or it might be 10 p.m., but I'm like, I'm going to stay here another 30 minutes and just practice some of my own pieces or like do work on new choreography or whatever new projects I have at that time. Now, as we get older, right, Deepa, I think this is something that I'm feeling, and I'm going to encourage everyone. As we get older, it's really, really important to take care of your body. Okay.
hmm
And by take care of your body, I mean that you have to have a regimen. You have to have a schedule. So I do my yoga. At least 2, 3 times a week in the morning. I do yoga. I go for walks. I go to the gym, and I'm trying to do weights, which
hmm
is what they say as we get older, right?
If this moment resonated with you, the full conversation goes much deeper. You can watch the complete episode on the channel. And if you value thoughtful conversations on discipline and growth, consider subscribing to Built by Grit.